Good evening, Boys State delegates. I want to welcome you to the American Legion Boys State. My name is Jason Murphy. I'm the chairman this year for American Legion Boys State, and I'm proud to be here and proud to have you all here. For those that are watching this, you're probably watching this video because there was some technical difficulties that we are hoping that we will have resolved in the coming days of this program. But I just want to encourage you over the next 3-4 days between now and Saturday morning to be present for each speaker. And I'm talking about mentally, of course. I want you to be present and in the moment. Try to shut your cell phones off. Don't be doing multitasking, doing 2 or 3 things at a time. I want you to be in the moment and get the most that you can out of this program. For you to truly get the most out of this week and out of American Legion Boys State, it's going to require you to get involved with your city, get involved with learning and getting to know the other delegates. So just take this time seriously. This time this week can be very valuable, or it can be a waste of your time, quite honestly. So I'm hoping that you will just take time to engage and have fun. And if someone tells you to use, Control F4, don't do that. It's a trap. It's a trick. Don't do it. But hey, I'm so glad to have all of you here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to hand the program over to your director for the week. He is an amazing man and a good friend of mine, Director Steve Law.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome you to the 2021 Tennessee American Legion Boys State Program virtual program. I'm the Director, Steve Law, and I'd like to thank Tennessee Tech University for hosting this program for the last approximately 60 years. And the president of Tennessee Tech University, Dr. Phil Oldham, has a greeting message for all of you on the Boys State YouTube channel. This program brings together boys from across the state to grow and learn about civics and government and how they work. Your participation in this program in the activities and election process are important to the program's success or failure. So I encourage you to think out of the box, run for office, and exercise your American citizenship. Your American citizenship is the most priceless possession that you have. You didn't know about, you will learn many things about civics and government while you're here in the program. Because this is a virtual program, we must abide by certain rules, and I'm going to go over those with you right now. One thing I will say is always be responsible for your own actions. Some of the things that we have to be aware of being a virtual program, the rules, displays of violence, including but not limited to sexual violence within the virtual platform or other communications channels, discrimination or harassment within the virtual platform or other communications channels, cyberbullying, inappropriate use of cameras, imaging, or digital devices, displays of prohibited behaviors, screenshots, or recording other delegates is expressly forbidden. Exhibited use of tobacco in any form, vaping, alcohol, and other drugs, fireworks, or weapons. Participation by anyone other than the Boys State delegate yourself is expressly forbidden. Some expectations that we have from you: you must attend all sessions, be on time for each session, be dressed in the appropriate attire, video conference from a suitable location with minimal distractions, use video for any session requested by the presenter, and mute your audio unless instructed otherwise. The rules will be gone over by your city senior counselor during orientation session on the first day of the program. If you do not adhere to these rules, it will result in removal from participation in the Boys State program. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to the Dean of Counselors, Mr. Jim Gray, and he will explain some of the election process to you in the upcoming days. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Law. Good evening, delegates of the 2021 Tennessee American Legion Boys State. My name is Jim Gray. I'm the Dean of Counselors. This is my 36th American Legion Boys State program in the state of Tennessee. I want to congratulate you for being selected to attend this historic and prestigious program. This week, you will have the opportunity to learn by doing many of the functions of Tennessee's city, county, and state governments. In order to achieve the most out of your Tennessee American Legion Boys State experience, you must participate, interact, get involved, and show courtesy and respect to your fellow delegates and the Boys State staff. Delegates, let's take a look at your blue book and schedule. All of you have been assigned to a fictional political party. You are either a Jacksonian or a Johnsonian. The Boys State Blue Book is 11 pages of rules, guidelines, expectations, and the entire process of how the Boys State program works. It is a very fast-moving program. In order for you to get the most out of your Boys State experience, you will need to read and understand the entire Blue Book. Remember, it's only 11 pages. After this orientation program is completed, you will attend your first city meeting to gain an understanding how Boys State is organized and operates. There are 12 cities comprised of approximately 20 to 24 delegates. Each of the 12 cities is in one county. There are 4 counties in the state with 3 cities in each county. The schedule moves very quickly through the week with city, county, and state meetings held at different times, allowing you to participate in all their respective sessions. Many decisions will be made during this week at these meetings. For example, who will run for various offices within the city, county, and state. And you'll need to look on page 9 in your blue book to see the offices that will be filled at those levels. Also, each city will designate a representative to represent the city in the Boys State Oratorical Contest. Your senior counselor will go over in more further detail about the schedule during your first city meeting this evening. On page 5 of your blue book, there's important information regarding the competition between cities for the #1 city of the 2021 Tennessee American Legion Boys State program. Every year, one city wins this honor, and this year, the best overall city will be chosen based on competitions held in the following areas. A comprehensive test held over information that you will learn this week, the winner of the oratorical contest, Tennessee trivia, and delegate challenges. Each one of you will have an effect on how your city fares in this competition for the #1 city of the Tennessee American Legion Boys State program. Elections play a vital part in Boys State, and my colleague, Mr. Tony Marable, will explain the election process in detail in just a few minutes. To conclude, I'd like to mention that there's a special honor for 2 of you to represent Tennessee at the 2021 American Legion Boys Nation program held in Arlington, Virginia this July. You can contact your senior counselor in your city to find out how you can be considered for the nomination. In fact, many of your questions can be answered by your senior counselor. I thank you for your attention. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Tony Marable to cover how to run and campaign for Boys State offices and the election process. Mr. Marable.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Here at American Legion Boys State, each of you have been assigned two political parties. One political party is called the Jacksonian Political Party. Another is called the Johnsonian Political Party. Each political party is named for a president of the United States. The Jacksonian Political Party is named for Andrew Jackson, who was president from the state of Tennessee. The other political party is named for Andrew Johnson, also president of the United States from the state of Tennessee. You'll need to check your email to determine which of these parties you've been assigned to, and please govern yourself accordingly. First thing that you'll do is you will be introduced to the primary process, primary election. The primary election will begin to be illustrated during your city elections. In your city elections on day one, you will begin the process of selecting your city mayor and other officials representing your city. Your senior counselor will divide you into two groups. One group will be the Johnsonian Political Party. Another group will be the Jacksonian Political Party. And that was defined as a caucus. And in each of those caucuses, you will determine your nominee for mayor and other offices, and you will mount campaigns against the other party within your city. All this will be defined and clearly outlined by your senior counselor. The next step in the elections at Boise State to illustrate state government will be your county elections. In the county elections, the most significant part of the county election will be your election of state senators. The state senators will have a significant role, and that role will be illustrated later on in Boise State. The next step in illustrating the primary process will be the state primary or the state caucuses. And in the state caucuses, 50% of the Boise State would be divided into the two major political parties, actually the only political parties at Boise State, in order to illustrate the primary process. At that point, at the state caucus, the Jacksonians will determine and consider who to nominate for governor of Boise State and who to nominate for the Supreme Court of American Legion Boise State. Those nominees will then mount campaigns against the opposing political party into what we will call the general election. During the general election, we will select the American Legion Boise State governor. We will also select the American Legion Supreme Court for 2021. So if any of the delegates are interested in these positions, we encourage you to consider them. Now, in the political party meeting, you will be if you are running for governor or Supreme Court, you will be instructed on how to do what's called a petition. All that will be clearly outlined by your senior counselor and by the leader of the political party. So it's best to wait for instructions, and then you'll mount a very good and successful campaign. Campaigning is only permitted on the Boise State platform that you've been introduced to. So we encourage you to do that, and do not venture off into other platforms to mount a campaign. This will jeopardize any campaign that you mount. All campaigns must take place on this platform. Next person you'll need to hear from will be the 2019 American Legion Boise State Governor, Mr. Trevor Parsons. And then at that time, Governor Parsons will administer the oath of office and then give some very brief remarks. So at this point, Governor Parsons.
Good evening. My name is Trevor Parsons, and I'm the 2019 Tennessee Boys State Governor. This week, albeit virtual, is a once in a lifetime opportunity to grow and connect with your peers. You will have the privilege to interact with others from West, Middle, and East Tennessee, as I had the privilege of doing so 2 years ago. As with anything, what you get out of Boys State is what you put into it. I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, engage with your peers, build new relationships, and run for office. Your counselors are here to help you navigate this program, so don't be afraid to ask questions. I look forward to meeting and interacting with you all in the coming days. I will now swear you all in as delegates of Boys State. Repeat after me. As a delegate up to American Legion Boys State, I promise to fulfill all of the duties of my position, comply with all regulations of the program, conduct myself in any campaign for which I am involved in a gentlemanly manner. I promise to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Tennessee. Treat with respect and dignity all past and present delegates of Tennessee Boys State. Congratulations and welcome to the 56th Tennessee Boys State.
So next up is our memorial service. This weekend is Memorial Day. This coming Monday, it's Memorial Day weekend. The weekend of cookouts and hot dogs and spending time on the lake and spending time with family. But I want you to take a moment when you watch this memorial service to think about the true meaning of Memorial Day. I hope that on Memorial Day, this next Monday, that you'll take 5 minutes. Maybe pray for those that have given their life for this country. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I spent 20 years in the United States Air Force, retired as a Master Sergeant. More importantly, my dad served in Vietnam and for years after that in the United States Army. My dad now has Parkinson's disease, diabetes, PTSD. He's 100% totally and permanently disabled from the VA. My grandfather served in World War II as a heavy machine gunner. Memorial Day is not about the three of us or my uncles that spent years serving in the Korean War or other conflicts, my brother that served in Desert Storm. It's not about us. Memorial Day is about those that truly gave their life in honor for the freedoms that we take for granted every day. So hear and listen to the stories and to the program that you're going to be presented through this memorial service. And next Memorial Day, in fact, every Memorial Day, take some time with whoever you're with and just spend a moment thinking about and thanking those that gave their life in honor to this country. During this next segment of listening to this service, turn off your cell phones, close your door so you're not interrupted and you can focus and listen to what's being told to you. Thank you.